So we're live on the YouTube, hopefully, everybody out there in internet land. Let me know if you can see me. You probably can. That's Instagram. I was on Instagram right before this thing, just because. I wouldn't say that there is a reason why. I just wanted to. Here we are. So we're closing Instagram. See you guys later. Yeah. Okay. See, we developed a person coming over from Instagram, Drew. Should we make this thing live? So it gives me the option to like make the video go away on Instagram. No one will ever see that live stream, or we can save it. Should we save it? We'll share it. We'll share it. We'll share it. This is also kind of sad that we heard earlier today, but I don't know if you can be able to see that. That is Rennick Miller on the Instagram saying, "It was good while it lasted." Pretty sad. Okay. Anyway, how is everybody doing this fine Thursday evening? We're going to put some of this stuff away. Yep. We're also going to open this really quickly. So there were a couple topics we wanted to talk about tonight. I'm going to fire this up really quick so I have my notes available. Matthew with a $2.22 super chat. What's up from Colorado? I'm gonna be back in California tomorrow. I'll probably see you. Well, I don't know if I'll see you. I may see you. Man, we are not. Okay, we had all this cool thing set up. We're messing with stuff. Anyway, Matt, I may see you Saturday. I will be at Predator Paintball in Rockland, California on Saturday, so I may see you there. We'll see. I'll be there for a little bit. Saturday, you will be there. Nina, hello from Iran. That's far. It's 5:30 a.m. Well, that's about what time I wake up in the morning. Yeah, so I guess I kind of wanted to talk about a few things, and I'm really kind of upset that this Stream Elements overlay is not working. Stream Elements, like, constantly lets me down. Constantly. Anyway, is the Valken Cobra 50 cal any good? No, I wouldn't say so. Well, that took forever. Matt, there's your super chat. This is very unexciting. Cobra 50 cals, no, I wouldn't say so. I mean, I don't know. It matters what you want 50 caliber for. Let me reply to that really fast. God, we got all these things coming in. Yeah, so if you want 50 caliber, I'd say there's two types of options for 50 caliber. There's going to be that super low impact stuff, which Valken also makes. They make the Valken Gotcha series stuff, which I actually like more than the other low impact is provided, the JT Splatmaster stuff. But why 50 caliber? I don't understand. I mean, I think that don't get 50 caliber. Highly look into 68 caliber unless you have to get 50 caliber. If you have to get a 50 cal gun, I guess it's not bad, but there are many better options. Like I would say the EMEC, but it's considerably more money than we get this whole thing. So. Sorry, Luke, that was not much help. Yeah. Okay, so I wanted to briefly, I don't know if we're going to spend a heap load of time on this. This top super chatter thing is still broken as well. Hayden! He just wanted to say, for the $5 super chat, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Thank you. Me too. So, I don't know. Just kind of wanted to talk about the... Let's scroll down a little bit, because I have this in my notes. A couple things, I guess. The HK Army Pro Tour that happened on Christmas Day, sorta, and the ICPL, the International Classic Paintball League. But first, I'm going to answer Victor's super chat question. What is up, Brad? Hello. Empire 6, I'm not sure. DSR, pretty good. Put in Eclipse 160R, good gun. The Empire 6, I don't know. I mean, they're not out, so I don't know. It's really, I have no idea. It's kind of hard until we actually, see the thing. But I would say my random guess is going to be that the 160R is probably going to be better than the 6. But there's probably also going to be a new Planet Eclipse gun debuted in about 2 months. So it matters how fast you need this paintball gun. If you're looking to play with it tomorrow or, next week, I would probably suggest the 160R. If you don't, if you don't need it until the summer or something, I would wait to see what Planet Eclipse comes out with and kind of everyone else's feelings on that Empire 6. Yeah, because it is pretty new. Thomas, what marker would be better, Gtek or Etek? It's kind of just preference, but I would say GMAC. That would be my assumption. That would be my pick, at least. It really is kind of preference, though, because both of the Gtek and at least the Etek 5 are very good. Yeah. Okay, so I don't know if you guys saw over Christmas break. What do we? I feel like I'm in school still. Well, some of you guys are on Christmas break. I don't have breaks. So on Christmas Day is what I meant to say. Drew, thank you, sir. We're gonna save some of these because I want to talk about some stuff. I'm gonna talk about this Pro Tour thing really quick, and then we'll answer Drew's question right there. And eventually, it's gonna pop up on the screen too. And I'd really like the mouse on this monitor. There we go. Okay, so HK Army Pro Tour. So on Christmas Day, HK Army. God, what's these? That thing is so slow. I hate how slow this is. I want this thing to work. It's just so slow. It's so annoying. Tyler, appreciate it. Yeah. So if you guys saw Christmas Day, HK Army did their first of what I hope. Will be more of the HK Army Pro Tour. It looks like it's going to be a one-on-one league. Maybe not league, we'll say. Maybe special one-off events. I think HK would like to eventually turn it into a local regional league where, say, your local paintball field would have one-on-one tournaments, and then you would eventually go to a regional league, and then I think play the overall thing at the end of the year. I think that's kind of what they would like to see. I think it's a good format. I like this head-to-head battle stuff. It is limited paint, so they're using 2 pods, 1 hopper, which is fine. They're using a rate of fire at 7.5 balls a second, which I think's maybe just a weird rate of fire, if anything else. Yeah, it's kind of just odd. I like it. What I kind of like about it is the fastness, maybe, and I kind of like how it's individual people, so it allows us to just focus on one person. The only thing that I didn't like about it that I would like to see improved from what HK did was make it more sportish, and that's kind of what I assumed. It was more the first 10-15 minutes was great. And then it was kind of just like a highlight reel of those 10 points, or however many points it was. Tyler Harmon ended up winning the thing. It was Kyle Spica and Tyler Harmon. So, yeah, I would just like to see them more sportish. They didn't have any commentary during the matches. I would have liked to seen commentary, which is really kind of easy to do in post. You don't have to really do it there. And maybe more camera angles. Yeah. Kyle in chat right there says it was over edited. Yes. But the problem, 10-5 Tyler. I thought it was something near there. So 15 points. That's kind of the problem. I think that Kyle said it was over edited. I think the problem is maybe two things there. It was over edited because it was just so much content. Like there was just so much that it's hard. Like, did we want to see it in real time? Like, did you want to watch 15 one-on-ones in a row? Because it could have been 35 minutes, or like they could have been a very long time of just watching one-on-ones. So maybe not necessarily changing the bunkers, because they did use all of the small little temples. Just, that's all they had. So they were small bunkers. It's not like they had big bunkers to hide behind, but maybe figuring out a way for it to go faster. I don't know. Maybe increase the rate of fire a little bit, or not playing race to 10. Play like, I don't know, best out of 10, or first to 5, or I don't know, whatever it is. Maybe not do all 10s. Yeah. Not all 10s. Maybe not just do a race to 10. But it is cool. I really like to see, like Kyle again, right there, said, knee fed? I don't know what that is. To new something. I don't know. It was good to see Kyle. I don't know what that is. To see games, not something wants to see. I don't know. Whatever. You want to see full games, not just highlights. And the pre-show was good. Yeah. What actually got me excited was Mark Crescent, Mr. H. His like vloggy, behind the scenes kind of thing that he did before the day before or 2 days before. So I really did like the pre-game thing, and I would like to see maybe more post-game. I think it'd be cool to do post-game analysis. Like, I don't know. I just feel like you could make something that's like 30 to 45 minutes that would be kind of interesting to watch. And it's super easy because you don't have to have a whole team. You just have 2 guys. So I really like... I like it. I mean, I'm all about it. I'm about us trying new and interesting things. So I like this Pro Tour, and then the NPL, the National Paintball League, too. It all is kind of cool and exciting, so I like it. Okay, there were some super chats that I will definitely answer. Drew, you said, hey, Brad, I need help finding a good jersey. I'm looking at HK Army Freeline jerseys. Any good suggestions? Those are good. I think it matters what you want. If you like, man, there's not a lot of jerseys left, though. God, there really aren't. I mean, because most of these paintball companies have kind of stopped making jerseys because so many people that are buying jerseys are on teams, so they're getting like full-on custom jerseys made by like Raza or, I don't know, Anthrax or Ruthless, Social Paintball. All those companies make custom jerseys. So that's where a lot of the jersey sales are going. There really aren't a lot of jerseys with padding. You kind of followed that up, though, with do more pro jerseys have less padding? It matters to manufacturer. I know that, some do and some don't. But it's definitely a trend to have less padding nowadays. I like those HK jerseys. I know that I think the best quality jerseys that are made by one of the bigger manufacturers, at least, are probably the Eclipse rain jerseys. I really like those. I'd also look at all the Raza stuff. You can go to razalife.com, and Raza has tons of options in like all different styles and padding levels and all kinds of stuff. So, yeah. That might have been helpful. I really like Raza stuff, so I'm a fan of Raza. They're a smaller company in this industry, so I think supporting them is good too. Tyler a super chat from a while ago. You just wanted to say, love the content. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thomas with an actual question. What mask would you recommend more, the Vio Ascend or i5? I don't know. I mean, there's a huge price difference there, so it's kind of hard to directly compare the two. I don't know. I really didn't like the i5 when it came out, and I think that's because I didn't like the i4, and in my mind, I was kind of just like, oh, it's just a bigger version of the i4. But the i5 has grown on me. I don't know. I think the Ascend's a better mask just because of the value, but I think the i5, if they were the same price, I might choose the i5. Yeah, that's my answer. If you got a bunch of money, i5. If you want to save some money, but still want a good product, the Ascend. Okay, maybe. Are mechanicals really making a comeback? Really? I mean, not are they? They did. It's over. They've come back already. A push of the i5. I still i5. I don't really like the push mask. I think the push mask's good. I just hate the way it looks. Just don't like the way it looks. I don't know. Yeah. Who said that? Darren or Darian. I can't remember. I never said it bad. It's awesome, Bolt. I was thinking about the autococker build video today, and it's like I want to start getting that autococker build going back. Tim Ball, sir, he said push looks so nasty. Like nasty, that's nasty. Or like that's nasty. Yeah. You know what else I thought was interesting is that one thing's coming back, adrenaline. Well, this is kind of interesting. This is interesting NXL news relating to the National X-Ball League. Tom Cole over on GoSports.com did like a live streamly dealio thing. NXL Trauma. I like that name. I'm gonna NXL Trauma person. We'll read this real quick. Out with the misses, but we'll watch the replay. Well, thank you. Just wanted to say I'm glad you are back from the highs. Me too, kinda. I appreciate it. Thank you. Baltimore trauma fan. Maybe you're a trauma. Maybe you work in the trauma room. Maybe ER trauma. I don't know. So either way, anyway, Tom Cole over on Go Sports during a live stream announced that, or kind of just talked about how they wanted to, the NXL invite 4 of the top European pro teams to play at the NXL World Cup. So that would bring at World Cup for the pro division up to 20 teams from the normal 16 that we've seen, last year and the rest of next year. But only at World Cup would that take place. So we'd say like top European teams. That means like teams that don't compete in the NXL. Like they're not going to obviously ask the NML Kings to come play. That'd be dumb. They're not asking Russian Legion because they already play. So it'd be teams like, I don't know, like Breakout Spa or PP Arena. Teams like that. Like real European teams. I think that's cool. Yeah. I like it. I hope that, I don't know. I like it. I don't know. I don't have any like big reason why. I just think it's cool. Thomas again. Thank you, sir. Do you know the Team Walk on Warriors paintball? I don't. I do not, unfortunately. Walk on Warriors, no. I don't. No. Doesn't really like mean anything. Steve Blair's like Expendables. So would the Expendables be added to that? And that's what I kind of wondered if they would ask the Expendables to come over, because they're not like European. And the problem with the Expendables is like the whole team is Dynasty, so yeah. I noticed my local big box stores are starting to not carry paintball gear. Anyone else see this? I don't even know. Whoever goes to those stores and looks for paintball stuff anyway. I think this PB Freak person wants you to follow him on YouTube. So you guys should do that so he'll stop continually saying his name over and over. Although something tells me even if we follow him, he will continue to say that. Eddie, Pro Tour should get Rich Telford to commentate. You know what? Eddie, Rich commentary. I like Rich commentary because Rich just says whatever the hell he wants. But I think at times pulling back could be good too. But I love it. It's like Ryan Greenspan. When Ryan Greenspan would go onto the Millennium webcast, he just like talk shit about people and like say whatever he wanted. That was great. And he can. Rich can do that. Rich can go say whatever he wants. You shouldn't thank me for telling you to stop spamming this channel. You realize that my like telling people to go follow you was super sarcastic. Yeah. I think Rich. No, I like Rich. I like how Rich says whatever he wants, and he's to that place where like Ryan's at that place, right? They can do whatever they want. They can say whatever they want and like do anything. Yeah. It's just like Chris Lasoya. I don't have anything against Chris Lasoya, but he is terrible at the announcing booth. It's not like I'm any better. I'm not like saying I'm better. I hate it when I like say people are bad at stuff, and like have to preface it with saying people are. Yep. You guys didn't necessarily have to put him on timeout. Both Jake and Kyle got him. That's not really what I was saying, but it's just funny when people are like spammy, and then I say something you're like, oh man, thanks. I'm gonna spam more. No, that's not the point. Anyway, is Mutiny getting the pro spot? Oh, not to my knowledge, because Aftermath is still gonna play professional, and then Aftershock got relegated. So, yeah. The only kind of spam comes in a tin. Jake, you know what I remembered? I just forgot that. Oh, whatever. Who knows? Why do I always hear that paintball is dying? Dope rope paintball dying? Or is the growth here? Here where? I think that the paintball industry needs to get their shit together. That's what I think. I think the paintball industry is going to kill itself. I think it will. Rest in peace. See? I'm telling you. Is the Drone DX still good? Got an OLED one for 150 bucks. For 150 bucks is not bad. The drones, those weren't necessarily bad. I think that, like at the time, there were better options. But you know, for 150 bucks, that's fine. That's good. Yeah. Growth in paintball seems to be profit based. I don't know. That's the stupidest thing ever, too. Not your comment, but like, no one in paintball makes money. Like, no one actually makes money. So it's like, I don't know. Yeah. Who knows? Is HK Army making new pants? Is HK Army... I feel like they should say, are HK Army making new pants? Yeah. Angel. Not that I'm aware of. I mean, I haven't seen any like prototype ones or anything. Yeah. I honestly don't know. I couldn't tell you. Hey, Drew. Drew says HK Army looks like they're making hella profit. Where do you get that from? Like, why do you think that? I don't know. I'm not saying that they're not making money. I'm just saying, like, why does everyone think that everyone's rich? Like, Like, I'll do reviews of, like, whatever paintball gun on this channel, and some people in the comments will be like, you're rich. How do you own all this stuff? It's like, like, buy it and sell it, man. It's not hard. Anyway, LuxX. I talked about LuxX in the beginning of this thing a little bit. Hey, Brett, hope your holidays are great. Oh, yeah, they're going. I hate this time of year. It's lame. What's on the desk? Not much. Coffee paraphernalia, primarily. A phone. A case of the phone. Laptops. Yeah, that's all. Mm-hmm. So Aftermath, I don't know. I guess Aftermath, I don't know. That whole thing's confusing. I guess not really confusing because I don't know if it was ever in question to Aftermath if they were playing pro. Everyone else just questioned it. So Mike Hinman announced that he was no longer going to be coaching San Diego Aftermath. Mike Hinman started that team a long time ago, like 2005 or something like that. They played pro maybe until 2011 or 12, 11, somewhere in there. Then went away, came back, and then they are professional now. So this will be their first year playing in that pro division. Recommendations on Netflix? Go watch like go watch Ride the Divide. Ride the Divide's a good one. I don't know. Go watch Ride the Divide. So yeah, Mike Hinman was the coach of San Diego Aftermath for a very long time. Then he announced he wasn't going to be coaching this year, which was kind of surprising, right? Because he'd been, a big instrumental part in getting that team to the pro division. And then he just decided he didn't want to coach, which I thought was weird. I mean, that's kind of crazy. But he said that he just can't commit to that much time for the team, which I get. He's got a family and he's got a paintball league and a paint company, and he's got lots of stuff going on. So I think when we heard that, the people not on Aftermath, everybody just assumed that they weren't going to play pro. Everyone's like, oh, they're done. Because everyone, not everybody, but a lot of people know that Mike provides a lot to that team through sponsorship and money, and the guys ref the WCPPL to make money, which they probably still will. So Mike just said that he wasn't going to coach anymore because he didn't have time. And then, we all assumed that they were done. I don't think Aftermath really assumed that. They were kind of like, oh man, we got to figure out what to do. But I don't think any of us were just or any of them were just like, oh, we're screwed. So I think that's us making all that up. That's like people on the outside thinking that Aftermath's done. Yeah. Rip Hamilton. That's what I think of when I hear rip. Rip. The $2 super chat. Thank you. Spiders are fun and cheap. Why does everyone hate? Because it's cool. I mean, I don't really have anything against spiders. I think that there's better paintball guns for the price. I don't think they're necessarily bad. Mm-hmm. Who knows? I don't know, Rank's talking about buying stuff off people. What's going on? Oh, people are getting jobs or something like that. Well, okay, someone Trey, I have a basketball game tomorrow. Well, I'm gonna be playing guard. I got shoe game. Cool. Awesome. I played small forward when I played basketball. I'd probably play shooting guard now. I'd probably be that 2 guard, you know what I'm saying? That's what I play when I go to the ball, when I go to the play at the park. 2-3 spot, I don't know, it matters who's on the court. Anyway, what do you think about the Shredder 2s? So HK Army came out with their second version of their shoe equipment, the Shredder 2. I don't know, I didn't really like them before. I actually wrote about this. We'll read about this. So Paintball Ruin My Week, I'm going to shoot that tomorrow. Paintball Ruin My Week is going to be filmed tomorrow. And I wrote about it in here. And here's so Paintball Ruin My Week, I kind of think about all my thoughts and write out stuff. And then when I'm filming, I'll read a couple sentences. So like, you can't see that, but there's text on that. What happens when we like make the screen brightness lower? Yeah, see that? There's a little bit of text on there. I read those sentences and then I don't know. I go back and then I like think of new things and then whatever. Well, I didn't know it was a meme. I knew you were being an idiot though. Memes are dumb in the first place. It's too much work. I mean, some of you guys have way too much time on your hands to just cruise Reddit and like memorize memes that are cool for like a week and then they're gone. It's like, goddamn. Okay, so Shredder 2s. What do I think? Let's just... Okay. Okay. It's easier when I have my thoughts formalized. I don't know. So we'll say that I originally didn't like the first pair of Shredders, HK Army shoes. I also haven't bring back Joy. Joy plays in Europe. They're back. But I would like to see them play in the NXL next year, or this year, next year, 2019. So I originally didn't like. I didn't really like the original Shredders, the HK Army cleats, or any other paintball cleat ever. The Exalt ones weren't good. Like, I just don't like them. I'll talk about that. I'll talk about, like, why I don't like them and more about shoes in a second. So, some of the problems that the HK cleats had were the upper, so the mesh part. Let me grab a shoe. Shoes. Here's a shoe. Okay, so one of the problems with the HK Army shoes, or cleats, was the upper, this area right here, so literally the upper part of the shoe, was coming unglued from the midsole. So the midsole is that actual white part. That is the actual sole. There's two pieces of rubber right there. Midsole, boosted, and then black is the actual sole. So they were just straight up coming unglued. So you could they were just coming unglued. So people would run it and literally the midsole would come off and the whole thing would be like a boot and it was weird. So they changed the adhesive. They're now attaching the upper to that midsole. So hopefully that doesn't happen. They've also taken material off to make them a little bit lighter and more streamlined. But the issue that I have is that they're still big. They still look like boots. They're still like big, weird, kind of clunky shoes. And they're not small. They're not lightweight. They're not... I don't know. What I want out of a cleat. They're not lightweight. You're not nimble. You're not streamlined like you are with like soccer cleats. Some of the more technical football cleats that like wide receivers and running backs are using are really small and lightweight like that. And it's just hard. I mean, I think Planet Eclipse is... Not Planet Eclipse. What am I talking about? I'm losing my train of thought. HK Army, this is their second try at footwear. And let's just say this. If they were trying to make a shoe that wasn't specifically paintball related, this would be a very bad product. But since there are no other cleats that are paintball related, they can get away with making something that's cheaper and not that good. And I say that knowing, because I have helped make and manufacture shoes. So I help design shoes, I help source material, and help with prototyping on 3 different shoe projects. So it's extremely difficult to get these things made. It's hard and very expensive. So I think that HK probably could make them to the quality and like standard that we're used to seeing with high-end cleats or high-end shoes from like, not even high-end, like Nike or like Adidas or Reebok or Puma, any of these larger manufacturers, we could see them make a higher quality product, but because they're not making them at scale, because they're probably making a couple thousand pairs to start with or something, they can't, just because they'd be extremely expensive. So if we wanted really good cleats, we'd be paying $400 or something like that from HK. Because they're making thousands of pairs. They're making 4,000 pairs, 5,000, 10,000 pairs. But when we're seeing cleats from like Adidas and Nike, they're $100. So they're even more than the HK cleats, which are $60. But they're double the price, say, but 10 times better in quality. But the reason they're able to make that high quality product and keep those costs down is because they're making 5,000 times more cleats. They own the factory. They own the material sourcing. Like, they own everything. So they're able to make very good products inexpensively. That's my spiel on HK cleats. I don't think I'm going to go that in detail in the news thing. So, yeah. Yeah, you can get cleats for like $20 that are really good. So, yeah. The one thing that I have to say about like the HK cleats and the Exalt cleats, they use those golf cleats, which are like the circular like spikes. I don't have any pictures ready. Yeah, they're like those circular spike. JT made cleats. That's right. I forgot about that. That was a long time ago. I did have the dye ones. Remember the dye cleats? Those were actually kind of cool. Those were actually good. Those dye shoes were cool. That zipper was stupid, though. That thing was dumb. What was I talking about? Oh, yeah, the actual cleat part. So those are good. I like how they're using those rounded cleats. I find that those grip and work really well. Your super chat got misted. I'll see. Hold on. That circular, yeah, just style spike works really well on turf, but that's about all. After that, it's not so good. After that, like on real grass, I think, or in the dirt, or if you're playing, in the woods or whatever, just regular cleats or like boots in the woods tend to work a little better, I think. I think the age gap in tournament play is starting to become a thing again. Yeah. That's, again, my thing, that I think the paintball industry is going to run this thing into the ground. So the problem with that age gap is that a lot of the people that are running these marketing things just don't get it. I mean, or they're just too old and don't understand. So a good example of this is, so in life. Okay, RP. We're going to go back to this. I'm going to talk about this real fast. Wish you could tell us the story of those jerseys. Oh, gosh. I have told those stories many, many times. I'll talk about that in a second here if you want. I'll take out a couple and show paintball jerseys off that I have over there. So someone said something about the age gap. Yes, so Jason said something about the age gap in tournament paintball. I think this will be interesting. So there's been this thing lately where I've gone, like, maybe like a little bit overboard, or like critically talking about people in the industry, the way that the industry's run, the way tournaments are run, the way advertising and everything's run in this industry. And it's not like specifically picking on one person. But we'll say this. So I would say that most industries, most retail industries, like these industries where we're trying to sell things to people, right? Like paintball, clothing, electronics, everything, right? Bikes, anything. Really, the target demographic most of the time is going to be between like 1635, maybe 1835, right? So we're trying to attract younger demographics, right? So kids in high school, college age kids, people that just graduated. So people that are using the internet. One of the big things this year that happened was Randy Smith, that owns Houston Heat, the NXL, like Discovery Channel, and like those Orange County Chopper guys, so there's 4, teamed up to make a motorcycle and film an Orange County Chopper episode at World Cup. So we know they paid $100,000 for the bike or something like that. And then, there's other money probably involved. So they gave him a bunch of money to make the motorcycle and make this TV show. Some of you probably already see where I'm going with this. The NXL didn't spend that money, apparently. It was all Randy Smith, so whatever. But if the goal is for us to grow this sport and to attract those younger players, that younger demographic, so that this age gap doesn't grow more, right? So that we're not just attracting older players or younger players are going away and we're just keeping the older players, we really should be going after those younger demographics, right? Like, I really think that with that money, making something with, I don't know, some Twitch live streamer, some Twitch gamer, or, spend that money better places. Rather than on a TV show that was cool 10 years ago that nobody watches. Like, the demographic we're trying to draw is not watching Orange County Choppers. Like, it's just not happening. Like, it's not happening. So it irks me. That money could have been well spent better places. So that's all. Yep. Who knows? I don't know. I'd just like to see that money spent other places. Like, I don't know. If they gave me $100,000, I'll make more paintball players than that TV show. Aaron something, I don't think OCC airs, right? I don't know what the deal is. I thought that was gone a long time ago. I was like, that's still a TV show? Like, I thought it was 10 years ago it was over. I truly have no idea. I didn't know it was even on until I saw them, like, at the NXL, and, like, they were making a big deal out of it. I'm like, what? I thought this was all gone. I don't know. It just doesn't make any sense. I don't know. It's disconcerting. Oh, they came back with a new show. Why? Like, I don't know. Who watches this stuff? No one watches it. No one. Well, people could watch it, but it's still not. It could be the biggest TV show in the world, but it's still not attracting that demo that we want. Like, it's still going after, like, older people. There's nothing wrong with that, but old people don't buy stuff. There's a reason why everything's cool and hip and new on TV commercials, and, like, all the marketing's like hip and new, because that's what kids buy stuff, not old people. I'm that old person, right? I'm right at the edge of that demographic. I don't know. Anyway, I don't know who watches this. I don't know if people, like, in, like, paintball actually watch this stuff and care that I, like, just say how awful everyone is. Yeah. So who knows? Someone said something about, like, I'm gonna scroll in this chat a little bit. Ren and Stimpy. I remember Ren and Stimpy. If you remember Ren and Stimpy, you were outside of the typical paintball demographic we're trying to attack. We're trying to attract. Nathan, you said, does the NXL not have people doing research on their demo? I mean, they have to. I mean, I'd hope so. I mean, I don't know if they just don't have it all. I mean, of course they do. But again, it wasn't like, that's why I said it's not really the NXL. It was Randy Smith who like, I think headed this thing up. So it's hard. And Randy is not like, I mean, Randy is an owner of the NXL. So I don't know. I don't know how to look at that. But it wasn't like the NXL's marketing department. But it was money they could have done something else with. I don't know. Who knows? Jose said, we need to make the sport more attractive to younger audience in a totally different way. The thing is that the new generations like mine just don't enjoy going outside or don't think it's worth it. Dude, you're trying 100%, dude. That's why I was like Twitch streamers or like, I don't know. I'm not like an advertising agent person. I feel like yeah. Am I calling Mr. H old? Sure. I mean, I'm old too. I mean, we're like the same age. He'd probably agree. We're getting old. It's true. It's not like not true. So I don't know. Anyway, who knows? But yeah, we definitely, and I wouldn't say that people are not wanting to go outside because there's definitely like been a resurgence in a lot of these outdoor activities. Like, we're seeing more people getting into backpacking and cycling. More people are getting into running. More people are getting into fitness. So it's not like it's not there. It's that we're not, I don't think, doing it right. I don't know what it is. Again, not like I know all the answers. Yeah. But we don't need to live stream paintball. It doesn't have to be, like, that's also the thing, right? So, like, so I talk about this often, but, like, how big, I talk about cycling often. And that's only because that's another industry that I know fairly decently. Trying to find, like, bike statistics. All right, whatever. So we know that the paintball industry is, the whole industry in general is under $1 billion. I think at this point. So we could say under $1 billion. And just the U.S. bike industry is $7.8 billion. That's just the U.S. industry. That's not counting the rest of the world. The paintball industry, when I say that under $1 billion, around $1 billion, is the whole industry. So cycling is huge. And it is the most boring sport to watch on TV. Like, you realize, you go watch the Tour de France, and like the Tour de France I think is amazing. I love it. But every single day is like 6 or 7 hours of guys just sitting on bikes. It's the most boring thing ever. So we don't need to make paintball exciting for the internet or exciting on TV or exciting for live streams just to make it make money. Like, there's other ways for this to be cool. If the answer is not just live streaming. Yeah. Absolutely, paintball and cycling are completely different things. Yeah, you can just, I mean, I got 3 bikes right here. I can just go ride them right now for free. I don't have to pay anything. The paintball, I gotta like wait until the weekend, and I gotta pay money, and then like, I know, it's way different, of course. I'm just saying that like, everyone points to like, it's gotta be exciting for the internet, and we gotta make it cool to watch for people to want to play it. It's like, no, not really. I mean, people like riding bikes, but it's the most boring thing in the world to watch on TV. That's all I'm saying. It's obviously way different. So the answer is getting people to play paintball, getting people to try it, but I also think getting better equipment in the hands of new players. Golf, there's another good example. Golf is boring as shit unless you play golf. Okay. Jake got a request for Tiger Stripe Paintball Ruin My Life headbands. Maybe that'll go on this one. Repu, lots of freaking super chats. I appreciate it, sir. Oh God, I don't know what that first word is. You're trying to like cram words together. Colombians are the best mountain climbers ever. Yeah, Nairo Quintana. Absolutely. Nairo's awesome. Nairo has never been able to finish, though. I mean, Nairo's biggest issue, I think, it's really the time trial. I mean, let's be honest. Okay. No more bikes. There's been live streams where all I've talked about is cycling. Make a sunset headband? Like an actual sunset? Or like a fade, like a sunset fade? I don't know. Make a sunset. Yeah, so I don't think that I've also stated that I think, at a time, I thought this too. At a time, there was a time when I thought that tournament paintball was the answer. Like, I thought that making it cooler for TV and, like, whatever was the answer. It still might be helpful. Rising Sun? Yeah, but HK did that. That's what I first thought of. There's tons of, like, Rising Sun headbands. I don't mind to be a little unique. Yeah, there was a time when I thought tournament paintball was the answer as well. And I do think that us, like, forcing tournament paintball down everyone's throats pushed people away in the long run and then made paintball not fun anymore. So we just have to make it fun. Like, why don't we promote and, like, show these fun things more? Like, big games and scenarios and, like, mag-fed people and dudes with slingshots and grenade launchers and tanks and, like, that stuff's, like, fun. I just think we need to, like, get back to doing that more. Yeah, I like all aspects of this thing. I draw myself toward tournament paintball just because I like that, so. Jose, whoa. You good comments. You said, I think we need to attract families more than individuals. Yeah, for sure. 100%. I say that too. Not often on this live stream, but I was talking about it the other day with someone. If we can get the parents of kids fully into it, and the kids to like it, it really is the way. Yeah, sorry, I read that weird. Sorry. Yeah, that's also one of the things that I think is great about paintball. And when I worked at the paintball store, I would always be like, oh, go play with them. Get parents to go play. And not only because, like, it is true. You get the parents to play, then they'll buy their kids a bunch of stuff. But because that's cool, man. That's cool for a parent or a kid to be able to go play and do something that both of you enjoy together. That's not common. There's not a lot of parent-child relationships that they both go play a sport and do activity that they like together. So, yeah, all about it. I don't know. I just think that we need to push the fun aspect of it a little more. And Dayton says paint's $160 at his paintball field. I don't know. I kind of don't believe those, but paint can be too expensive, and I think that at some point, if we want this to work, I don't know, we need paint to be more consistently priced. I think that's part of the big problem, because, like, here in California, like, I mean, I can go buy paint for like $30 at the paintball store. And use the paintball field. Like, okay, like, that'd be great if it was like that everywhere. And I think $40, $50 a case of paint is fine. I don't think that's crazy. But when some of these people are paying $120 at $100 a case for crap, that's a problem. And okay, maybe says fields set the price. I know that right there. I would like it if paintball manufacturers could control the price of paint, like you have to sell it for this price. But the real problem with that is that some of these fields need that paint money. Like, they need that money. They need to sell it for like $100 a case or $80 a case because they need that money to stay open. So it's hard. I mean, I don't know how they dictate paint prices. Yeah. So Alexander, $90 at my local field. So that's, yeah, it's hard. Free market economics. I don't even know. It's not even free market technically, because because we can't sell stuff for underpriced certain prices. Yeah, I just wish that we could have more consistency in paint prices. We'll say, yeah. I don't know how I get off on these tangents where I like just complain about the paintball field. Not complain about the paintball field when I complain about paintball industry. Yeah. Are small leagues like the MPPL, not the MPPL, what? Are small leagues helping or hurting paintball? I think helping, most certainly helping, because like you can't like. Most people can't afford to play the NXL. Like, NXL entry is like $2,500 just for entry. Like, it's crazy. You guys realize you can go play, like, NXL Europe for cheaper than you can NXL almost. Yep. Like, not like, oh, entry's cheaper. Like, the whole entire thing. Like, if you add all expenses, it's almost cheaper to fly to Europe than it is to play in the U.S. It's crazy. Entry's like half the price. Sometimes plane tickets are cheap. You shoot half the paint. It's cheaper, man. Also, we'll show some paintball jerseys. People keep asking. Evan Sampson. I don't like that. I can't pronounce that fast. Evan Sampson's vlogs. How about video blogs? Thoughts on BKI in targeting our demographics? Oh gosh, I don't know. I don't know if I have an answer for that. I don't know if I don't know. I just know the NXL thing was not a good. That's all. Because I'm not sure what BKI is doing. I don't know. I think they do a good job overall at everything. But I don't know their advertising strategies. I could tell you the NXL did not do that well. Bring back uncapped semi. There is a league in California called the Almost Famous Paintball League. They announced today they were going to do uncapped semi. They were going to have like a tournament or a division or something like that where they're going to have uncapped semi-auto this year. So someone wanted to see a... I don't want to drown you guys out with audio here. Paintball jerseys. A local 10-man Woodsball limited paint league would be awesome to grow over time. Rennick, I'm with you, dude. We talked about that. I was on Instagram doing a live stream earlier, like right before this, and we talked about doing local mechanical or something like that tournament league. BKI, Jimmy, thank you, appreciated, my dude. Yeah, BKI, I think they do a good job. I think that, man, I don't know. It's just, I don't know. Everyone just does so bad. Jerseys. So I don't know what's in here. We got a bunch of Fusion jerseys. So this is a paintball. This is my last paintball team I played for. Right there. Some of you may know that jersey. This team hasn't been around in quite some time. Yeah. So this was 2013. So this is a jersey that is, I wouldn't say heavily padded, but God, the material is so thick. This thing's just it's just crazy how thick this is. Fusion, so I played on the Division 2 team, Division 2 PSP. We only played 2 tournaments, and then I went with the semi-pro team to another tournament. Yeah. That's my name on the back right there. My last name is Johnson. Yeah. I don't know. I'm getting old. Brad is old. Fusion. What do we have on there? We have Not a lot of cool sponsors. That was the paintball store I owned. Before I owned it, though. Yeah. I don't know. It's not too exciting. The West Coast Classic in NorCal is a great league. I've never heard of the West Coast Classic in NorCal. Mike scammed everyone. Oh, I don't know if he scammed everyone. He made some poor decisions which led to people. Whatever. What happened to dyed jerseys? Only sponsorship. Yeah, that we were talking about that earlier. Someone asked what jersey I would recommend. Odin Max. Odin Max. That's kind of a cool. I kind of like that name. Someone asked earlier what. Did he threaten several people? I know he's got deleted from PB Nation for some very suspect things. You'll never have to worry about me doing those things. Dye jerseys. Yeah, we were talking about that earlier. I was saying most of people that are buying paintball jerseys nowadays are playing on teams. So they're not necessarily buying blank jerseys like they used to. They're not just going out and buying like this. Just like a paintball jersey. Minus the screen print stuff. This is just a JT paintball jersey. That was a bad example because it had a bunch of stuff on it. Or... here we go. This is just a paintball jersey. Nothing special. A lot of people aren't buying these things anymore just because, yeah, so many people are getting custom ones. So dye just doesn't do it anymore. Yeah. Dye's soft goods are made by Raza. And carbon? Some of the soft goods. Just the pants. Not like pads and that stuff. I don't know. What else we got around here? We have 2 Ironman jerseys. So this is a Ironman jersey from, I think, 2015? 14? 15? I don't know. This is my friend Danny's jersey. He played for them for a year, and then he quit. He didn't have fun. Being pro is not always fun, guys. Yeah. I've had multiple friends quit pro teams, weirdly. This is another Ironman jersey. Doesn't say Ironman on the front, though, because this is a really old Ironman jersey. Look at that one. That's an oldie. The Yosh Rao jersey. Almost, I was thinking about putting it on. I don't think I'm going to do it, though. Yoshio. That one's cool. Funny story. I used to own a Ryan Greenspan jersey. And then it got lost in the shuffle. And then a friend of mine had it for a couple years. And I was like, whatever. Well, no, I don't know. At some point, I had a Ryan Greenspan jersey. And then it ended up going to a friend, Ben. Which, whatever, I care less about. Or something? I don't know. And then Ben ended up... or no, Ryan ended up seeing the jersey and then realized that it was his first Dynasty jersey. And then Ben gave it to him. And then Ryan gave him a new jersey and like some goggles and like a bunch of stuff. So he gave him a bunch of stuff for his old jersey. I was like, that's pretty cool. That's kind of neat. What year was that red jersey? That red jersey is from like 2000. Maybe 2001. It's real old. Matt! Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. $20. I haven't played since I was 18. I'm now 35. You're older than I am. Just a smidgen. I remember visiting SC Village, also known as SatCon Village, the Mecca at the times at 17. SC Village was cool. I enjoy the content even though I'm not in the circle anymore. It's usually a rich kid's game. Keep it up. It's not a rich kid's game. No. I appreciate it very much. And thank you for watching even though you don't play paintball. Man, you don't gotta be rich. You can get a $200 paintball gun and 1,000 paintballs and you're good for the day. I mean, really. Freaking E-Mechs are awesome. Yeah. So I don't know. I don't really have anything else cool we could talk about, I don't think. Unless you guys want to get me started on something else. Flex Seal. Okay, here we go. Paintball is absurd. Let's look up the definition of absurd first. Okay, absurd. Wildly unreasonable, illogically, or inappropriate. I don't think it would be absurd. Paintball is absurdly expensive in its current pro format. Also, paintball played by new folks hardly resembles the pro layout. Paintball would be better off going limited paint, limited balls per second to bridge the gap. Well, yeah. But where there's not limited paint, there is no gap though, because there's not limited paints. There's not limited paint or limited rate of fire in any division though. So all the divisions are all the same. I don't know. Yeah. I can see saying like it's expensive at the pro level, but okay. It's expensive to like play in the NBA too. I don't know. LeBron gets like $30 million a year. I don't know. We just have to figure out. I don't care if the pro levels. Who cares if pro's expensive? I mean, really, it doesn't matter. And I don't know if it really matters if pro is different than divisional teams either. We've said that forever. We've always been like, oh, we got to make it all the same. But like, do we? Like, why? Johnny Garcia, did the NPL buy a bunch of old paintball footage? Yep. Kinda. I don't know if they bought it. I know that they've licensed a lot of things. So, oh man, hold on. We're gonna do a, man. This is unexciting. So, I was trying to find the actual website because I've forgotten. So, yeah. So the MPL didn't necessarily. I don't think they necessarily bought all the content. Like, so say like I make something and then they contact me and they're like, "Hey, we'd like to be able to use this," and I'd be like, "Okay, you can use it wherever you want for X amount of dollars, but I still own it. Like I can." You know, after 5 years or whatever, you can't use it anymore. Or you can use it and I can use it. So they're kind of licensing stuff. I know they've gotten, oh man, I'm forgetting now. But in that interview, the NPL interview I did with Matt, you can find that and watch the whole thing and it's in there somewhere. He talked about the other thing they're going to do. So they're going to do kind of 2 streaming or 2 like website thingies. So he wants to have the NPL where they have like all the paintball stuff, like all the live or games and all that stuff. Yeah, and then they're gonna have another product that's gonna be like not old content, but have MPL content and back catalog from other leagues. So Matt he wanted to purchase Paintball Access stuff, so we wanted to try to buy all the Paintball Access stuff, but he couldn't. I know he's gotten Dirter stuff and other video companies. So a lot of that footage you're seeing he's been posting, I think, on Facebook and like Instagram is all stuff that he's licensed that will go on to that other website too. Yeah. Because like right now, there's no real good way to watch a lot of this old paintball stuff. So yeah, he wants to make that website and you can go watch him. Mm-hmm. So I think that on that like streaming style website, he also will add, I think, a couple weeks after the events or a couple months later or something like that, we'll upload the NPL content to that too. And I think that website, he was talking like $2 a month or $3 a month, something like that. They were going to pay like real cheap pricing. So, yeah. Yeah, that's all. So that's why you've been seeing content. Remember the Spyder Cup? I remember the Spyder Cup. They would give away $25,000 and 3 cars for the winners. I think they gave away more cars than that. Didn't they give away like 5? I think they gave away 5 cars. I could be wrong. I think they gave away 5 Mustangs one year and then 5 Mitsubishi Eclipses. Mitsubishi Eclipse Spyders, because they were the convertibles. Yeah. Read something really fast. Yeah. Dang, Jake. See, Jake's on it. Although the problem with this is when people watch this live, like they rewatch this, they'll see like all these comments way after I say stuff. But you guys think they're quicker. Would they give away Hummers? Really? Rennick, what would eventually become Dynasty at the time KAPP Factory team won the first 5 Mustangs? KAPP Factory? What? No. KAPP Factory wasn't Dynasty. Cats? I knew like 90% of KAPP Factory because they're all from Sacramento. The whole team was from here. 603 video. We $25 super chat. Thank you, sir. Hi. Yeah, KAPP Factory was like Dave Baines and like Glenn Takamoto and Jason Barrett and Roy Richardson and I don't know. They might have called themselves KAPP Factory. They certainly were not. They certainly were not. KAPP Kids. Oh yeah, KAPP Kids. That's right. There we go. John H. Bam. KAPP Kids. That's right. Were they? God dang, that's so long ago. You know what's funny? I have a jersey. Where is it? Look at that. That's some cool stuff right there. KAPP. Yeah. Oh, I'm knocking lights over. Yeah, because most of the KAPP Factory guys were all like Sacramento. I don't know. So KAPP turned into Avalanche. That's right. They turned into Avalanche. Yeah. Anyway, like half the team. Oh, that was a drama-filled time. Remember when like Excessive like quit? Like the whole team blew up because they weren't getting paid. Dave Baines was part of that. It just reminded me of KAPP. Yeah. KAPP did make some cool autocockers. KAPP autocockers also made in Sacramento. Yeah. Johnny Garcia. Here's an interesting one. What's your biggest pro player pet peeve? What do you mean? Oh, like things I don't like about pro players. Honestly, I don't know. I wouldn't say that one thing. Yeah. I mean, I think my biggest thing is that I wish people were just like kind of better at the internet, right? Like we look at some of these guys, like, I don't know, who's really good at the internet? Like Marcelo, Ryan Greenspan's really good at the internet. I think Infamous as a team is really good at the internet. Yeah. I wish more guys were like better at that stuff. Oh, yeah, that's a good one. Ownage, we're gonna say PB. Pwned to own. Which reminded me of good stuff. You said the fact they're smoking in the live stream. Yeah, there was one tournament where they cut to Thunder. And they were like smoking cigarettes, like drinking energy drinks, and I'm like, oh my god, this is professional paintball. Yeah, Map and someone else were like smoking cigarettes, and I'm like, what is this, 1974? That is kind of funny. I was like, whatever, do that, but don't. Why are we showing it on the live stream? It was just weird. So I think that my biggest thing with pro players, I just wish they were kind of better at the internet, because I think that, yeah, that's our professional players. So I think that they should be out there promoting and talking and like, and just helping somewhat. Andrew, the $9.99 super chat. I just remembered something, like literally just now. Bear with me. Hold on, guys. Whoa! That is not the image I wanted to pull up. So we put this little gradient on. There's a little bit of a gradient. You can see that gradient. I think that gradient's a little too hard. I thought it made the chat a little bit easier to see. Oh, oh gosh. I'm getting to you guys. Sorry. Okay. Andrew, you did say your videos helped me get back into it. Get the gear I wanted. Thanks. Appreciate what you do. Thank you. It was a 13-year gap since I last played. Needless to say, the sport had changed a lot. Yeah, it kind of has and hasn't, right? Like, it's relatively the same thing, right? We're still kind of the same thing. But people are considerably better. And do I look darker now, though, with that on there? I'm, like, weirding out. No, it's the same. Yeah, people are considerably better, and stuff's just way better. Like, equipment is considerably better. Like, way better. Way, way better. And Matt, with another $20 super chat. Thank you very much. It's much, much appreciated. Thank you. Yeah. Store Wars. Store Wars. I remember that. Store Wars. Yeah, people smoked a lot, man. Like, there were guys smoking in the NBA in, like, 2000s. There were some of the Eastern European guys that were, there were, like, videos of them smoking in, like, the locker room. It's like, what is happening? It's crazy. Mm-hmm. Most of Thunder was born in the 70s. They're not that old. I mean, some guys are probably close. Like, Map and Corey are probably close to that. I don't know. Anyway. Vaping is rampant on every field. It is, but I still feel vaping's weird. I mean, I don't know. I find it even weirder than smoking, which is a bad thing. Smoking is awful. Yeah. HK Army Pro Thought Tours, I did that a long time ago. Like, an hour ago, I feel like. So anyway. Okay, guys. I much appreciate it. Everyone who came by this thing, everybody who super chatted, people that ask questions, people that communicate with other people in the chat is even better. When someone answers a question and someone's nice enough to chime in and answer it really quick, I like that. That's cool. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So thank you guys. You will see Paintball Ruined My Week on Monday. I'm going to shoot that in the morning, and then hopefully another video this week. I would like to see... I don't know what other video. We could either have TFX2 or the Bunker King Command review. But I might do something else. I might look at not doing a review of something. I might actually just talk at the camera rather than, I don't know, maybe we'll do like thoughts on the new paintball leagues or something like that. I don't know. Okay, you guys enjoy your night. I'm gonna click the right button over here to stop this live stream. Yeah, paintball question time. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really like those. I also don't want to stick to a schedule anymore. I think that the schedule bothers me. Like knowing that I have to do something today and I have to finish it this day, and like it just nags at the back of my head. Because it's really difficult for me to get ahead doing these videos. I don't know why. Yeah, so I would like to Mondays still have a paintball room my week every Monday morning. And then just whatever happens. Just like I think some of you might have noticed there was a video on Friday at one point, like 2 weeks ago. That never happened. I was like, well, we're done editing it. We might as well just upload it now. Yeah, pre-record the videos. Excellent advice. That's how I should finish it. Like, I haven't thought of that yet. These take considerably longer than a lot of you expect, than what you think. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm out of here. Yeah. Okay, guys. As soon as I can get this window to load, we're gonna hit the event button, hit the live control room. So if you're still in here, you might as well like this video. So you should go to the like thing and just click like. If you haven't already and you're still watching this, I don't know. So like this video.